I'm a little bit mystified. I think there's a storm coming here, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at my radar, so everyone's kind of packing up, getting ready for the storm, but I'm not 100% sure it's even going to storm. I'm a little bit mystified because I'm wondering if you guys think that I have some kind of difficulty doing noses, because I've left out the nose in the last picture, and the nose on this mural wasn't there exactly how it should be. And now I get a sense that people wanted me to think about Doug DeLynn, my dad's fellow classmate at art school, because he had a way of doing noses, but that's not realistic. It's more an abstract nose. So I'm just a little, I'm sensing you guys might think that I have difficulty doing noses because I didn't. I didn't finish that one painting there yet, and the nose wasn't done on that, because the nose is something that, everyone makes their own art. In my opinion, they go about it their own way. Many times the nose is the last thing I put on because you have to get everything centered right, and nose is also difficult because the nose is also in perspective with the face. It's not sticking out many times. So when you're doing a picture, so it takes shadows, and it takes different colors of skin to make the nose visible. So you have to blend it. You have to blend it and blend shadows. You see how it's shiny right here, and then immediately stops here, but it's not black behind there's no shadow. And then you see, so in order to capture all these the way the light hits that sheen right there, and then how it's dark here, and how it curls around and it's all dark. So there's lots of things coming together to make the nose, and it takes, and then you also have to get it in alignment with the upper lip to make it all look right. Because if you don't have the alignment with the upper lip and the nose right, and then the corners of the eye, so to make it look real, to make the nose look realistic when you're doing a painting, it takes time to do it. Whereas my dad's fellow ceramic classmate at Michigan State, he specializes he does these really abstract, simple faces with the nose. And then he makes it look, and then it's his own style, and it's a cool style. It's simple, everything about it is really good for starting a business in art. It's a really simple style. His name's Doug DeLynn. He'll do a nose, and then he'll have an eye. It almost looks like two faces put together. And it's his own little thing he came up with. But if you look in art books, it's like something that they show you how to do. So he didn't I don't think he imagined it on his own. But he's just done it in so many different ways. So I just am getting the sense that you guys think that I have difficulties doing noses, but no, I can get them. I can get them just like fingers. Fingers are actually harder than noses. The reason why this nose took so long to do was because originally, as I told you guys, I did this painting according to Taylor Swift's t-shirt, and the t-shirt had the TS in the middle of it, Taylor Swift, and the T went right through the nose. If you Google the t-shirt, you'll see the T went right through the nose. So her nose was covered up in the t-shirt. And then if you seen articles on about Taylor Swift. They say sometimes that she doesn't like her nose. I mean, what? Maybe she did. Maybe she talked about her nose like in some maybe in like some interview with, like, you know, who knows, Barbara Walters or something. Who knows? I'm sure there's been some interview where someone asked her about her nose, and she probably didn't say she loves her nose. So therefore, you know, people think that she doesn't like her nose, maybe just because she maybe said it in one little interview. So now everyone thinks that she doesn't like her nose. Well, it's probably not the case. It was probably just her talking about her nose once or twice in an interview because someone's talking about it, and she says she doesn't like her nose. I mean, how many people say that they like their nose? I don't know anyone that says they like their nose. So when you're making noses, so noses are actually really are not that hard to make. It's the hard part is getting it all lined up with the upper lip and the eyes, without tracing it. Now you see all these tattoo artists. A lot of those tattoo artists, what they do is they have computers, and they have special paper, and they'll use a photograph, and they just print the photo on special paper that allows the ink to come from the paper onto the skin. So they're not even hand drawing those tattoos you see of realistic looking people's faces. Most of those are done when they press paper that's been printed from a printer onto the skin and then release it. So they look all perfect, but they're not done by hand. So when you're doing, I mean, obviously I have no printer out here. I'm in the middle of the woods. So when I'm painting and stuff like that, I do it all. I'm good enough to do it by, eyeballing it. Another thing that people have, see, a lot of these artists, they won't show you exactly what they're doing when they show you how they do it online. You can put a piece of paper, if you have a laptop, you can have a picture of someone blown up on the screen of your laptop, and you can set the piece of paper on the computer screen, and then it acts as it's bright enough to come right through the paper. So you can lightly add in those little details, just a little bit of measuring. You can put like 3 or 4 dots, saying this is where the tip of the nose is, this is where this side, the left side, right side, brow. All you have to do is put a couple dots by putting the paper on the computer, and then that helps you enough to guide you into aligning everything perfectly, and you can do it 10 times faster many times when you do it that way. I mean, some people are probably so good at life drawing details that they've done it so many times that they're really fast. Well, I'm getting faster, but I also try to get detailed, but I'm also being rushed by many other factors. So, this is the thing about art that a lot of people don't understand. It can be really abstract. It can be really detailed. A lot of it depends on many factors. So, some artists like Picasso will just do, and it looks like a face. And then everyone thinks it's amazing because his movements and everything about what he does is confident and acts, and it's all like he's also a showman, and he's an entertainer. So when he does it, it's like it's done, and it looks like something that he replicates because he has a style that he's created that's simple and it's recognizable, and he sticks with it, and then he gets a name for himself, and then then everyone that he makes is famous, not just one, so again, this is the politics of art that I keep talking about. So I can do noses just fine, but like right here, for example, to capture my face, you see, you have this light, this shining, and you have the immediate break from shine to dark. Very, very minute, very, very slight changes that capture the whole face. So it's doing faces are not easy. And I mean, it's easy to it's easy to do a simple face like Picasso or my dad's friend Doug Delim. Simple faces are really easy, but to really get like a realistic looking human face that's realistic without using aids of computers or anything else is not. It takes time. It mainly just takes time. That's the big thing, just time. So that's what I wanted to say.